Good morning and welcome to Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're going to take a look at the market through a technical lens. Joining me is Jay Gragnani. He is the head of Nasdaq Dorsey Wright. Jay, thank you very much for joining us over at MarketSite. Before we get into the technical view on the markets, tell us more about Nasdaq Dorsey Wright.
Sure. Nasdaq Dorsey Wright has been a company that has been in existence since 1987. So for 31 years now, we have been a company that has provided technical research, information, and products available to financial advisors. And the mission has been to support the advisor in his and her career out there on Wall Street, and do so by providing not only tools, but resources and consulting services as well. And so when we look at Nasdaq Dorsey Wright today, we are truly a global company providing access to individual charts on about 25,000 securities, individual securities that trade around the world, as well as exchange-traded funds and mutual funds as well.
What are the other things that you can find on the Nasdaq Dorsey Wright platform itself?
Sure. So in addition to being able to view individual charts, you can look at relative strength comparisons as well as a number of guided ETF models. We've been, the ETF industry is certainly one that we talk a lot about today, and we've been working with ETFs and building ETF portfolios since about 2002. We have a number of guided ETF model solutions available on our website, whether it's sector rotation strategies or country rotation strategies that look to identify the strongest trends that exist from a technical and relative strength perspective out there in the marketplace within different segments of the market. So in addition to that, the tools that are available on the website, we also do have a team of analysts that sit down in Richmond that are available to support the advisor in his or her business, whatever the questions might be, whether it's a question about an individual stock or building broader tactical asset allocation portfolios.
All right, let's take a look at the market through a technical lens. What is the platform suggesting right now, considering the volatility that we've seen in more recent trading sessions?
So in many ways, the volatility has been a breath of fresh air, although it had happened a little bit quicker than I think anybody could have imagined or probably hoped for. Nonetheless, we were overdue. If you look at the market today, the market as defined by the S&P 500 was down about 8% peak to trough, and that is generally a normal condition. Again, it doesn't typically happen that fast, but it's the biggest pullback that we've seen really in 2 years. You have to go back to January of 2016. With that said, this pullback has happened within the confines of a generally positive trend. When we look at the market today, we continue to see U.S. equities as the #1 ranked asset class, with international equities right behind it. So global equities continue to be in favor from a relative strength perspective, and the general trends of all of the major indexes as well as the individual stocks are positive. When I look out today and I look at out of all of the companies in the S&P 500, 80% of those individual securities are still in positive trends today. And that number is a generally healthy market environment that we see. We don't see that in bearish type of markets. We tend to see those readings in bullish type of markets. So as we look at the market today, we continue to see generally trends are positive. We continue to see U.S. equities as the #1 ranked asset class. And if something changes, we'll certainly be sure to let you know through our research report and our website.
All right, well, thank you very much. And thank you, traders, for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.